this will be my first unboxing video slash test of one doing something like this, and just showing everybody. There's my manager. She's surveying what I'm going to be doing here, and also checking out how my lighting is and just things like that. Picked up this DJI Mini 3 Pro. Always thought drones were some of the coolest technology that's out there, and this one, I won't say it's affordable, or necessarily affordable for everybody, but it's probably one of the best from what I've seen out there for the price range and for what you get. So this came as, like, it's funny how the actual drone box is a lot smaller than basically the two batteries, a charger, some and a bag. But you'll see once I get this opened kind of how small this drone really is, and it will shoot in 4K video. I think it's 48 megapixel pictures, so it's pretty powerful. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and we'll show the drone, and then I'll show the accessories that I got with it as well. One other cool thing about the controller is that it's got a screen on it, and you can watch what it's taking, what video it's taking, what photos you're taking. Basically see where it's at as well in the sky, because once these things get far enough up, they get really hard to see, especially on sunny days or if the sun's in your face and things like that. So it's kind of difficult to see the actual drone, especially with how small it is. So let's open her up here and see what we got. I always hate these plastic. It's a pain to get off. It's a little satisfying though when you open it up there. I've got to figure out how to open the box itself. There we go. Oh. Alright, so there's the drone. Comes in a nice little bag to keep it protected. And you can see, like, that's the palm of my hand. It fits in the palm of my hand pretty easily. There's the camera cover. It's got a gimbal to keep it safe, or to keep it smooth. This thing takes extremely smooth video from what I've seen while it's up in the air, even in high wind. And it'll shoot in vertical mode, so that way you can shoot for TikToks and stuff like that without having to go in and your video editing software and change it in that. These are actually sensors, like collision detection sensors, so it won't run into stuff as long as you've got that turned on. It's actually got two on the bottom here. A charging port and SD card. And it's got rear. Oh yeah, here's the rear sensors. Oh, sorry, they're up here. For when it's flying backwards, it can tell if there's anything behind it and stop if necessary. Alright, let's take a look at the control. controller. So those are the little knobbies that go on the front for control, and you can programmable C1 and C2. There's the screen. This is where you put the control knobs. And I have seen where people will say that they don't even put them on just for easier control. They'll just use this, which those feel a little sharp to me. Like that feels like it would go into your thumb a little bit. These are controls. Cine mode. Not really sure what the N stands for. And then sports mode. Power button. Let's take a photo. Take video. I think these control the gimbal on the camera. Move it up, move it down, left and right. Charging port again. Looks like it takes a micro SD card. I'm not sure exactly what the host button or host things does. Maybe for other features. It's nice. Feels good in the, like, holding the PlayStation controller. Let's see what else we got in the box. It's our screwdriver. Extra blades or propellers. Because I have another drone that I basically am using it for practice, and I've definitely broken some propellers already. Charging cable. Looks like that's a quick start guide. So that's all that comes in the box for the Mini 3 Pro. And then, like I said, I also got, I call it the Fly More kit. And basically this gives you 2 batteries, a charging dock, more blades, charging cord, and a carrying kit. But the best thing about this is that the batteries are a little stronger. I think the original battery that comes in it only lasts, well, it's rated to about 30 minutes, and this one is actually, or these two are rated to 47 minutes per. So obviously mileage always varies based on wind and everything else, conditions that you're flying in, but this one is supposed to have a lot more time available to you while you're flying. So everybody that I saw always recommended getting this, so that way you can just fly a little longer without having to change out batteries. So let's see if we can get into this box. Looks like everything may already be in the case. Yeah. It's decent feeling. I mean, it's not leather, pleather at best. Handle there. No pockets on the outside. It just looks like those are pockets, but there's not. No, looks like there's one on the back, but it's not very. It's just thin. Put some video cards down in there. Open up this. It looks like the seam here is relatively watertight. I mean, I wouldn't drop it into water, but it looks like if it's raining or whatever, you could probably get away with it and not get the drone wet, whatever's inside. Pocket up here. Charging cable there. More blades. Down here's the batteries. Looks like some documentation. It's a way to separate everything there. Little silica packets down in that would probably keep in there just for moisture, keep moisture out. Save the batteries. Yeah, it's nice, nice and compact. I'm going to turn it on, in and out. So you can, like, you could charge your phone off these once you had it fully charged, all the batteries fully charged, and from what I understand, they only charge one at a time, so it'll start with whichever one, I don't know if it'll start with whichever one is lowest, I guess, and start with that one, and then once that one's full, then it'll go to the next one, and on down, and it'll also discharge. I think after a certain amount of time, if you just leave them fully charged, they'll discharge down to 75% or so, and then just kind of stay there. But yeah, you can use it as a power bank if you need. Let's see what kind of documentation goes with it. Just a user guide. It shows what it is, what's it got in here. I'm sure how to charge the batteries as well. That's it. That's what I got. So can't wait to get everything charged up. I'm sure I got to update firmware and get everything ready to fly. But I'm excited. Been looking at different ways to possibly monetize. You know, just because the camera on this is supposed to be fantastic. So looking at, you know, doing roof inspections, possible cell tower inspections, power line inspections, stuff like that. So more to come. Probably lots of videos. I have to get almost a pilot's license in order to do anything commercial, but recreational, I've already taken a test to do that, so should be good to go, at least recreationally. So thank you.